If you think that Don Lemon has a sour sense of humor these days, wait until you see what Snopes has been up to. Perhaps best known for fact-checking jokes like my parody screenshot of the Green New Deal, which pointed out that it would require Americans to brew their coffee from toilet water, or the Babylon Bee's infamous article about how CNN purchased an industrial-sized washing machine to spin the news, and now they're at it again. President Trump retweeted this Babylon Bee article about the impeachment, noting that House Democrats have unveiled a surefire plan to get him reelected. A writer for Snopes then reached out to the White House saying, quote, President Trump recently retweeted a post containing a fake quote from an entertainment article. Was President Trump aware that this quote was fake when he sent it? If so, why wasn't it accompanied by a message labeling the quote as fiction? Of course, the Babylon Bee article quotes Jerry Nadler as saying, we hereby unveil these articles of impeachment, which clearly lay out the undeniable fact that we will not win the White House back next year. Jerry goes on to say, we already started this whole process, and it would look bad to back out now, so here we are. Unable to understand satire, earlier this year, little Brian Stelter called the Babylon Bee a fake news website, and then later deleted his tweet after being widely mocked in the replies, which is pretty much a daily occurrence. The liberal media are so clueless, they just don't understand why people don't like them, or why President Trump did this.
Donald Trump has canceled the White House Christmas party for the press.
That's right, you're not invited to the Christmas party, clowns. The regular White House Christmas party will go on as usual with the president's friends and distinguished guests, but the media is not invited. They canceled the White House Correspondents' Christmas party last year, and it's not happening this year, and it won't happen next year, or the year after that, or the year after that, or the year after that. New York Times correspondent Annie Carney is upset that more people aren't upset about this, tweeting, quote, the canceling of the White House media Christmas party was a story last year, and now it's just gone and not even a thing. Why would the president and the first lady invite you to their house after everything that you've done? Little Brian Stelter is also sad, replying to her saying, it's still a thing to me, which caused him to get ridiculed in the replies as usual, this time even by the Washington Post's Jennifer Rubin, who said, who the F cares about the party? Please, people, get a grip. It seems the Democrats don't know how to have any fun these days without President Trump. After he stopped showing up at the White House Correspondents' Dinners, which are held every spring, they decided to stop bringing comedians in as the hosts. The White House Correspondents' Dinner has given up on comedians, admitted Vanity Fair. The White House Correspondents' Dinner breaks decades-old tradition by not featuring a comedian. I mean, what's next? Is the New York Times going to stop publishing political cartoons? Oh, wait, what's this? The New York Times to stop publishing political cartoons. That's okay, they weren't funny anyway, and who needs them when we've got the great Ben Garrison, the best political cartoonist of our time? I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, and he keeps cranking them out almost every day. Speaking of jokes, Time Magazine decided to give their Person of the Year award to Greta Thunberg, the teenage climate activist, and put her on the cover of next week's issue. I don't think that she's really helping her cause because I'm usually a pretty environmentally friendly kind of guy, but she makes me want to dump waste oil in the ocean. And speaking of toxic waste, CNN just got a Christmas present from Devin Nunes, who filed a lawsuit against them for defamation for $435 million.
Are you insane?
Not everyone is able to get into the Christmas spirit, however, with Donald Trump being the president. Last Christmas, on Christmas Day, Kathy Griffin tweeted that she hopes he's having a terrible Christmas and called him a piece of bleep criminal. How sad of a life do you have to do such a thing? But thankfully, she does have some hobbies. She made these F Donald Trump Christmas ornaments and is showing them off on her tree. And speaking of Trump-themed arts and crafts, there still is time to get your Trump Claus sweatshirt before Christmas from my online store at markdice.com, but at this point you have to use rush shipping, which is actually only $4 more. So stop being a procrastinator and get your orders in now, and you can get any of my shirts with rush shipping in time for Christmas. So if somebody on your list needs an I Love Global Warming shirt, a 2 + 2 = 4 shirt, a JFK Trump shirt, a Ronald Reagan Trump shirt, or any of my awesome designs, head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.